Greetings and welcome. My name is Jake Rayson. I am a wildlife food forest garden designer, and today I wanted to talk to you about Extinction Rebellion and why I've joined Extinction Rebellion. Now, I used to think that Extinction Rebellion were, the kind of stereotype that you see in the news, a bunch of crusty hippies with far out extreme views, and they're not at all. They're some of the most lovely, reasoned, thoughtful and gentle people that I've met online. As they're like the kind of similar group to gardeners, really. And I think because I've started gardening because of the climate emergency, I'm not really one for joining groups and for joining political parties. But this is one of the big drivers for me getting interested and involved in forest gardening and wildlife gardening. And I think because you can do one without the other, but it just makes sense that there's a whole range of other ways that you can apply pressure to fight for a better world. So yeah, I'll just say go for it. Go and join your local Extinction Rebellion group. And I think once it becomes normalised as well, once you see that it is just normal people who want to do something about the climate and ecological emergency, then that makes a big change. There's going to be a massive sea change, because I think there's some very good people. And do bear in mind as well that Extinction Rebellion are working from the science. Yeah, you just look at climate science, and Extinction Rebellion are 100% backed by the science, by what is happening to our environment, what is happening to the rise in temperatures, changes in sea levels, mass extinctions. They've got the science behind them. So don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I mean, there are people who will tell you otherwise. Anyway, extinctionrebellion.uk is the website. If you're in the UK, there's an international one as well. And what I do like about it as well is the demands are really, really simple. They are three demands: tell the truth about climate emergency, ecological and climate emergency, and what it actually means for people, and what it will mean in the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. And the second point is act now. Actually decarbonise. This is really, really the most important thing that we should be doing. We need to act now, not kick it into the long grass. We've been doing that for the past, since we've known about climate emergency. We've been doing it for the past 50, 60 years. So we need to act now. There's plenty of good ideas out there. Legislation, the Green New Deal, the climate emergency bill. There's a lot of good people working on a lot of very good ideas. I'm just going to give you, I'll give you some of them in a second. And then the third, I'll do it now. So the kind of good ideas: insulate Britain. And again, people are being portrayed as extremists, but actually it's one of the cheapest, best ways to reduce carbon emissions is to insulate every single house in the UK. Okay. Next up is Just Stop Oil. It's a kind of newish campaign, I think. Stop digging for fossil fuels and just stop any new exploration. Stop granting licenses. Stop it now. Just stop it. And then another one, which is kind of related to the Green New Deal: campaign for free public transport. This goes across the board. This is a particular specific campaign, but there's a lot of free local transport is another surefire way of reducing car usage and reducing carbon emissions. And it goes against, I think the problem is it goes against the ideology of the current UK government, but it really, really needs to be done. It is like this will work. This will reduce emissions, and it's fairer and it's more just. There we go. So those are three things that you can do, and then three things that can be done. And then finally, go beyond politics. And what this means is engage citizens in the decision-making process. There's a thing called a citizens' assembly. There's a link off the website, and this is where you take a representation from the general population, from different groups, and they actually get listened to, and they have experts in particular areas will come and present the facts to to the assembly of these different representative citizens, and they discuss it, and then they deliberate upon it, and then they arrive at a decision. And it does work, and there's plenty of examples of it working. So yes, there is the vote on abortion in Ireland. There was a citizens' assembly for that. So lots of information there about it, and we need to transform our process and actually include people in the decision-making process. So there we go. Thank you for watching, and yeah, sorry about it. I'm not going to say sorry for it, but I think it's a really, really important thing to do, and it's a really important part of what I do: forest gardening, protecting the environment, planting native wildflowers to support the local ecosystems, and growing food sustainably. So I think it all ties in together. Right, thanks for watching. Cheers then. Bye.